Hi, this is Ecumenical Women. We are here with Maria Murerwa, and she just wants to tell us a little bit about her experience at the 57th Commission on the Status of Women. She was here with us all week at UN headquarters in New York. So, Maria, what sort of was your main takeaway from the CSW?
Well, there's a lot to take away from this event. Um, I've just learned so much, but mainly I want to say like I've learned so much from the issue of gender violence, like gender-based violence, and how uh, to to solve this issue is not just working with women. I think that the important thing is also to bring men to the table and talk about the issues that are affecting women in our society and in our communities, in our homes, in our churches, and bringing them to be part of the solution rather than always like taking them as like the enemy. Because gender-based violence is also not just like happening to women; it's also happening to men, and uh, and it's something that I think that happens over and over if you don't address it, even for men. So creating safe spaces for both men and women, boys and girls, to talk about these issues, and also breaking the silence for, I guess, breaking the norms that men can't share, or the talking about our problems is something that women do that men are not supposed to voice their issues. So I think that should be broken.
All right, just one follow-up question. Because you are an ELCA Lutheran here in America, right? From Virginia?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, I would love to hear, from what you just said, sort of, how do you think you'll be able to sort of take that back home? Like, how did you learn, what did you learn here that you think you can be used in your own congregation, back in Virginia?
Well, in my own congregation. Well, I think that just like I want to be able to share maybe with the campus ministry. I'm
Okay.
hopefully campus ministry, because that's the maybe the age group I would be able to talk to. But like just bringing the awareness and the awareness of gender-based violence and the issues that are happening to women and men around the world. You know, like this year, we've been talking about widowhood and and FGM and
What's FGM? Just for folks.
gender FGM, female genital mutilation, which happens in many countries. But most of the time think that it's only happening in Africa, but it's happening here too. And so like just bringing that attention to my peers and letting them know that they could do something. It doesn't have to be big, but it's something that we could talk about. And also I was moved by when pastors pray, and I think that the issue of like violence against clergy in our churches, that's something that needs to be addressed too. I know that my church has so many good supportive programs for like people who are divorced and people going through so many issues, but I also think that it would be this will be something good to take back to them, and hopefully they can update themselves or see how they can learn from it.
Yeah. And just to clarify, when pastors pray was a event sponsored by the World Council of Churches, related to an upcoming publication
Right.
about clergy sexual abuse of predominantly adult women, I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But
great.
also, I think that can also it doesn't. I think that can also help the church to look in the other direction too, not just women, but also not for just older women, but also how about the younger women who um, sometimes don't have a voice. So how about the men in the church who might be abused by women who are more powerful than them? So uh, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Maria. This is a great contribution. Is there anything else you want to share?
Um, sure. Just I want to say that to all the young women and men out there, that everyone can do something, and it's don't ask yourself, don't ask people what they can do. Ask yourself, what can you do right now? What can you do? Because you can do something.